Hi, everyone, and welcome to the Caregiver Dave celebrity segment. It's all about now. Today, it's going to be Caregiver Dave and Sandy. Dave, how are you? You know, you've been on more television appearances. I mean, you just keep booking them. You're a master at this with another topic. But how are you,
You
Dave?
know, it's easy if you know how. I mean, if you just give somebody a fish dinner, you fed them for one day, but somebody taught me how to fish and get on TV. And I can literally pick up the phone and be on any television show all across the country. I'll get 9 no's or 9 ignores, and I'll typically get 1 yes. So if you can put up with the 9 rejections or the 9 ignoring, it's easy.
But see, that's the thing, that it's amazing that you're finding those bookings, but then you're booked, because just because you get a hold of a producer, that doesn't mean you're getting booked. It's called being really, I want to be on. But your topic with the gas station, that's the big one, right? That everyone wants to talk about. And surprising they want you, because a lot of those TV stations are liberal. So,
It's what everybody is talking about, Neil. Everybody has to go to the gas station. Everybody has to pump and fill her up. And everybody gets a little upset when they look up at the price sign and see prices going up and up and up and up. Thank you, Joe Biden. And it's a hot topic, and it never seems to go away. And yeah, I got on 35 TV shows talking about caregiving, but all of a sudden, caregiving took the back seat and everybody's talking about gas. So my mentor, Clint Arthur, says, Sandy, I've been telling you to do this gas segment for 3 years. You just won't listen to me. He wrote one up really fast for me. I pitched it, and I just did my 17th appearance.
wow. And what do the people say after you come on and do the interview? Wow, this is information I had no idea about.
They are delighted. They are blown away. They learn a lot of new things. Clint thinks that this segment is going to take me to Good Morning America and the Today Show. And he says, this is the one. This is the one, man. And, any exposure that I can get is going to just expose who I am and what I do. And, I have an amazing caregiving story. A lot of people don't understand it. A lot of people don't understand caregivers. These producers don't understand caregivers.
But they
Many of them
understand gas prices.
they're in their 20s. They don't know anything what the caregiver. I didn't know what a caregiver was, but everybody gets gas. And so my segment is, don't be a chump at the pump. 5 costly mistakes that motorists make when they fill her up. And I mean, you probably don't even know the 5 mistakes. You probably
Okay, let's hear them.
3 of them. Oh, you want to hear the pitch, huh? Well, if the first question people ask is, should I get regular or premium? Well, unless you're driving a high performance or luxury vehicle, why would you waste 30 or 40 cents a gallon on premium if your car doesn't need it? I mean, some people think it's like, oh, well, I want to give my car a treat, like give it filet mignon. Well, it doesn't work that way. Read your owner's manual. Costly mistake number 2 is, should I check my oil? Well, yes, of course you should, and you should do it every single month. And change your oil 2 to 4 times a year, because dirty oil wreaks havoc on an engine. Costly mistake number 3 is, cheaper gas really cheaper in the long run? Well, not necessarily, especially if you're going to that small independent mom and pop shop, and they got to buy their gas wherever they can find it. Every now and then they come across contaminated fuel. Yes, it happens. And if that fuel ever reaches your gas tank, boy, kiss your engine goodbye, because it's unrepairable. Costly mistake number 4, what about your tire pressure? When's the last time you checked your tire pressure? A lot of people don't realize that underinflated or overinflated tires can affect your gas mileage, can affect your engine performance. It can affect your tire life, cut it right in half. But most importantly, it can affect deadly accidents. Hello, circle your car before you get in it and inspect your tires. Look for protrusions coming out of there. And I'm guilty of this. We all are. Costly mistake number 5. We were taught as children, that yellow lights means caution, right? Well, if you see a yellow light on your dashboard, that's a danger Will Robinson moment. Get your mechanic to inspect that immediately. Don't ignore it. It's not going to go away. In the gas station business, that's what we kind of call idiot lights. Because before gauges were out, if you're waiting till the oil light comes on in your car to put a quart of oil in it, then I'm sorry, it might apply to you. So don't be an idiot, and don't neglect these 5 costly mistakes, because I got to tell you, if you read my book, Getting Hosed: Secret Confessions of a gas station owner. It's got great stories in it. It's got money saving tips and so on. And here's one story. I've been at the bottom of this grapevine, which is a hill in Los Angeles, 27 miles of nothing. People don't come into my gas station because they're looking for cheap gas. Their tanks are on empty, their bladders are on full. They coast into my station on fumes, and they're falling asleep. They need coffee. So I have a reputation for having the best espresso in town and the cleanest restrooms in town. In fact, one time the tractor trailer truck carrying.
Are you cleaning those restrooms yourself, Dave?
Me personally, no, I have people to do that, but I have.
How did you train them to do that?
How did I train them to do it?
Yeah.
I teach one person, and then they teach the other person, and so on and so on. But
Make
every
sure
now and then,
you have certain expectations.
every now and then, I will clean the toilet. If I go in there, I have to use it, and it's dirty, I'll grab the mop. I'll grab the. I'm not too proud to clean a toilet. Why would I ask somebody else to do something that I'm not willing to do? I'm that kind of a boss,
I love it.
Anyway, getting back to that chicken truck, they lost their brakes. They came into my station. They crashed into the building, which happens pretty often, by the way. And there were dead chickens everywhere, man. Eggs were frying on the hot summer asphalt. I had to round up all the chickens. I didn't know what to do with them. I stuck them in the men's room.
Out with your chickens before they're hatched.
Right? I stuck the hens in the ladies' room, and we made the headlines that day. Ku Klux Klan. So that's my gas station appearance.
So that's a great to see that you're entertaining, and that's where the entertainment comes. So what is next? What's your next television pitch? Is it going to be you refuse the vaccine? Just kidding.
I don't know what my next television pitch is, but
exactly.
when it happens,
you gotta look what's the hot thing item. I wonder, other costs, looking at other costs that are going up now because of inflation.
See, you got to be an expert. You can't just pick a topic. So I've been in the gas station business for 37 years, so that makes me an expert. I even own GasolineExpert.com.
What other costs increase based on owning a gas station because of the inflation? You could look at those things and be an entrepreneur talking about inflationary costs and how it's hurting your overall bottom line.
That. People want to know why prices are going up, and I says, well, generally there's 4 reasons why prices go up. Number one, demand.
See, there you go. 4 reasons why prices go up as a business owner. That would be something.
More people want it, and they're willing to pay for it. And number 2, as supply goes down, there's less of it to buy, and more people are willing to pay for it. Number 3 is inflation. All that money that we're printing that's backed by nothing, it makes all commodities go up, including gas and oil. And the 4th one is government regulation. Sometimes governments force an oil company to not drill from their leased lands, which they have a right to drill. They'd rather that they buy expensive foreign oil instead of pulling the cheap crude out of the ground. Go figure.
This is all great information, Dave. Fantastic information. Now, again, if you're telling somebody, just do it, but they got to be an expert. You have to have a history of an expert.
I've come up with a list. There's a list of 6 things. If you want to be a celebrity in your industry, which you already are, Neil, so you probably are doing all these things. But number 1, you need to have celebrity attachment, right? Everybody loves celebrities. So I've got pictures, as you can see behind me, with as many celebrities as I can find. If I see one at the airport, I'll stop and say, hey, got time to take a picture? I'm a big fan. Sure.
Okay, so that's check off 1. I have that.
That's number 1. Number 2, be a best-selling author. People are really impressed.
I don't have that best-selling author, but I am a writer for a magazine, so I can for a celebrity interviewing.
Yeah, that's like 1% of the population, and it's so easy these days to be a best-selling author on Amazon. Number 3, award-winning whatever, award-winning speaker, award-winning this, award-winning that. People love awards. Even if you're a speaker, you can make a deal and negotiate with the person.
I'm top 45 celebrity podcasts in the world, ranked 16th, above Shaq. So we'll add that as celebrity interviewer. Okay. So
and you can just ask them and say, hey, I'll come and speak if you give me an award. That's not outrageous. Number 4, you speak at prestigious speaking venues, right? I spoke at Harvard, I spoke at NASDAQ, Carnegie Hall, West Point, and I'm sure you've spoken at prestigious places.
Clubhouse in front of 100 people in my own room.
And not everybody can do that.
Yeah, I know they can't. You know that for a fact, Dave. You can't go open up a room and get that many people. So check off.
And then number 5, TV appearances. I've just appeared on my 49th TV appearance all across the country, from Hawaii to Washington, D.C. And people are impressed when you're on TV.
Yes.
And finally, number 6, celebrity lifestyle photos. People want to see that you're in Hawaii, enjoying the beach, that you're going to Europe, that you're doing this and doing that. Say, wow, this guy's living the rich and famous lifestyle. And if you do those 6 things, it's going to set you apart from your prospects, from your clients, from your friends and your family. Think about it. There's lots of competition. And if somebody has a choice between A and B's got all these things, 6 on the list, who do you think they're going to pick?
Dave. They're going to pick Dave. See, I
Or
like
Neil.
that. Okay, that's true. But like for me, like the different celebrities and challenging Riddick Bowe to a wrestling match. Who's going to say they can have that opportunity? Interview Riddick Bowe and set him up in the ring.
Got a wonderful resume.
And then
yeah, that's why you're so famous, because you've got a great resume. You can
social media. Then I would add
behind
other
you of all the
components.
stuff you've done.
If you have more followers than your other people, you have more followers. You're known in social media. You're Googleable.
That makes you a celebrity.
So we
Grant
can
Cardone, right?
We can, then Grant Cardone shows up.
Evan O'Leary from Shark Tank. He appears on that as well. So and then things just start happening that I hadn't even planned on. They're making a feature film about my life. I never planned for that. I just happened to talk to somebody, and he said, "Oh, I'm a film producer." Well, that's a great story. And I said, "Okay, awesome." Next thing you know, we're signing contracts.
And then business deals happen where you never expected. You get business partners you never expect. You get different opportunities, and that's the power of social audio. So
and I'm working on my 4th book, Secrets from the Hammock. Uncommon wisdom for uncommon times.
What helps Dave is Dave has a company that his gas station, it runs itself pretty much, so he can write books and do all those different things. And because
most of the time it runs itself.
Most of the time it
didn't run itself.
And so it's impressive all Dave is able to do. But the best place to go if you want to know about Dave Nassaney is go where?
DaveNassaney.tv.
And so is that a website now, not just about caregiving?
That's my new website. I've also got Dave at caregiverdave.com. I've got gasolineexpert.com. It's important
they all
to
go
have
to the same website
different domains and different websites. You can build a cheap website on Cox. And if you've got a beautiful domain, don't just forward it to your domain. It needs to be there by itself so that you get the Google Analytics, And I'm speaking in London, so I don't know if I can come on your show the 2 weeks that I'm in London, but I'm going to be speaking at the Royal Society of Medicine.
It's 5 hours difference, brother. Come on.
Whatever. I'm going to be speaking at the London Stock Exchange, talking about prestigious venues. I'm going to be getting pictures with Nigel Farrar.
Okay.
Talking about celebrity attachment. I'm going to be in Las Vegas the following month with Dog the Bounty Hunter. I'm going to be flying these Black Hawk choppers from the military, and we're going to be shooting big old guns and cannons, and that's all part of celebrity lifestyle.
All right, so caregiverdave.com. Good talking to you, Dave, and that was a fun interview, and take care.
You too.